I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some modestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable. Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow.
You know, I forgot to do something. I really forgot to do something, so stick around. We're going to do it. Yeah, welcome back everybody once again to the channel. Let me get up really close. Yeah, I forgot to change my shirt. I don't know why. I just like throwing this one on because it says boss. But anyway, welcome everybody to JJ's PC Builds. JJ with you once again. First time here, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Don't forget about the notification bell. And also too, make sure you got your drink, your drink and snacks. That way it helps out, get you through the live stream. And hello MTBK, good to see you, good to see you. Hello Carlos, good to see you once again. Welcome to the live stream, guys. I was giving it a few minutes before everybody got in, but we got a lot cooking. And before we get into the fractured frames, the 2Fs, and Phantom Doom discounts, we're going to talk a little bit about something about rebar for Windows. Rebar for your graphics cards. You ain't going to believe what I just found out. Yesterday I was messing around with a little bit of tuning and stuff like that, and another content creator mentioned something about rebar. So I had to take a look really quick and see what it was about. And finding out that rebar is not enabled in Windows. It's enabled on your BIOS, yes, but in Windows it's not. I looked and I was like, okay. And I looked for myself and I was like, this isn't right. Why is it disabled in Windows and enabled into the BIOS? It's hardware, yes, it's part of the hardware. But if it's not utilizing a part of the hardware, guys, why not? So after doing a little bit of deep searching and stuff like that to come up with an answer, I'm kind of working on a little bit of a solution to where you can go into the registry if you know what you're doing, and you do it at your own risk, and put a modifier in there for rebar, which it works. So when I did a testing on it, I tested with Cyberpunk, and usually Cyberpunk goes through the benchmarks and everything for me, but now it comes up as an error. Okay, so Cyberpunk 2077 is not utilizing rebar from your graphics card? I don't get it. Why have it on your system if it's not working? This doesn't make sense. And yes, I'm going to tell you the video I watched. It was Jay's 2 Cents most recent video. You guys go ahead and go over there and watch it if you want to see what you think about it. But I was like, okay, well, now Cyberpunk's not working. Let me go over there and check another game called Control. Works fine. More beautiful than I thought. Now I'm going, what the hell? Maybe you guys can come up with this answer. I don't know, but something's not right. If rebar was enabled in prior Windows versions, that would explain the performance penalty in games when using Windows version 24H2, which you are correct, and that's a big penalty. But obviously, some games will run with it, but some games won't. I have it enabled right now when I'm doing this live stream to see if it was going to fumble the live stream. So far, I don't see a problem with it. But guys, you're paying for something you're not getting. And NVIDIA should hear this. Microsoft should hear this. AMD should hear this. Intel should hear this. Asus, Gigabyte, MSI, ASRock, you all should hear this. Because number one, it's not being utilized in the software. Why? Why haven't developers already implemented this into the games? So it can be used. So we can get a better gameplay. What the hell? Why hide it and tell everybody, well, you're getting the best performance? Physics X 32-bit. You took that away. Now you're taking rebar away? When you said that in order to get the best performance off your graphics card, you have to use rebar, and you're not implementing it into the software? Are you kidding me? It doesn't match. Well, being a content creator and being dependent on full computer performance for live streaming games, one must ask if it is pure bad luck or if someone sabotages people's incomes. Well, I would imagine it's pretty much sabotaging. You know, seriously. When you buy PC parts, when you put a whole PC together, and in the motherboard BIOS, you enable rebar for the graphics card, that should be solid. Into the software, that should be solid. They should have already fixed that. How long has rebar been out? Are you telling me you can't fix what you broke? You tell us one thing and do another? I mean, something's not making sense here, guys. I mean, I'm bringing this to you guys today, to your attention. I mean, I went into the registry. Let me see if I can pull up my registry and see the fix. Registry editor. Let's see if I still got the, yeah, I still got the fix in there. So I'm going to show you what I did. Okay, I'm going to show you what I did. So let's go to the action screen and see what we got cooking. What do you think? Okay. Now, let me remove the upper plate here so you guys can see. Okay. Now, and get a big old cursor. Oh my God. I swear to God, I keep forgetting that damn thing over and over. You guys got to remind me in the chat. You got to tell me, hey, Jay, you forgot something. And I'll remember if I did it or not. So, right here. I put this in right here. Resizable bar. Resizable bar. Let me pull up a notepad. And make it smaller for you guys. Yes, this is untethered, unscripted, and everything else. So, resizable bar, you type it. Resizable bar. That right there is what you put right here for your D word. And right here for your D word, go to modify and make sure it says 1. That turns it on. That turns rebar on. If you want to turn rebar off, you put 0. So mine's on 1, but remember, this is going to be the key to you guys. If you go to change resizable bar this way, after you get done, close everything out, shut down, and restart your computer, so it reallocates the system RAM the proper way, because this uses a part of the system RAM. That's the reason why I'm telling you this. Turning it on is not a bad thing. One, it lowered the usage on my CPU as well, and it pushed it all up to the GPU. So now you're fully utilizing 100% of your GPU, and believe it or not, all this time everybody hasn't been utilizing 100% of their GPU. I mean, you haven't. And nobody caught it, neither. Until that Jay did that one video, and shout out to him. Thanks for leaving that video. But I took it a step further because he used a program in order to change the resizable bar. I went manually into the registry to change resizable bar. Just like that. So if you're wondering about how that rolls, then what you're going to want to do is I'm going to take you guys back to the action screen again. We'll talk about this in a moment. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to, and right here, and I'll copy it for you, and I'll paste it right here so you guys can see it. That's in your registry link. That's how you get there. Now when you get there, it's going to be default and blank. You have to do a new D word, okay, and put resizable bar in there. Then after that, modify it, set it to 1, close out of registry editor, and then restart your computer. Oh, we'll put that off to the side. Oh my God, there. We'll put that off to the side and go back to the main screen. So, if you need to know that access, let me know and I'll bring it in for you. So, Chatbot says, Rebar was technically available the PCIe 2.0 days, but wasn't widely adopted since late 2020. With AMD's RX 6000 series, Ryzen 5000 processors, under the name SAM. Yeah, well, we know that. Smart access memory short after it was supported by NVIDIA RTX 30 series via firmware and driver update, which was never enabled. That's the problem. On older systems, but when it comes to the 40 series, it wasn't. So, and got rebar support built in with RTX 40 series. Well, yes and no. Okay, if it was built in, it would have left a dependency. There is no dependencies. And yes, I'm stealing a snack while I'm talking to you guys. Okay, there is no dependencies. I looked high and low for dependencies to see if there was a link to anything of NVIDIA. There wasn't. And I even checked on certain programs to see if rebar was enabled. It said disabled. Even with NVIDIA's new software, it was disabled. So, I changed all that. But what they need to do is NVIDIA needs to put it onto their control panel as a switch to where it'll passively turn on and off for certain games that requires rebar. Not all games are going to require rebar. I already proved that with Cyberpunk, but other games will run with it. So you're losing performance. Basically because they never utilized it in a correct way. You're losing performance. I gain performance by turning it on, playing certain games. So rebar disabled means the processor can only access 256 megabyte video memory at the same time, far as I understand it. Yes. Yeah, you're right. But now that's different when you enable it manually and you get the full potential of your graphics card. Look, I'm bringing it to y'all's attention. I know y'all don't want to use 50% of your graphics card. And if they keep doing this, like Physics X 32-bit, stuff like that, some Physics X is used for motion. Just like they're having problems with smooth motion on the 50 series. I hear complaints about that. It's not fully utilized in any of the games. That's another problem. AMD has the same issues. They're not fully utilizing the graphics card. You're getting a certain percentage of it. And you're trying to overpower the graphics card to get more. That's not where the problem is. The problem is in the software. Complete software overhaul is what's needed. Microsoft needs to overhaul the frickin' software. Seriously. Badly. I just ripped out Armory Crate and the Aurora Sync from my program. for my Windows, knowing that they have an open invitation. Wow. Knowing that they have an open invitation on ASUS's website for hackers, I ripped it completely out. Took it all out. I mean, scrubbed my whole system and got all of it out. I downloaded a certain program from GitHub to control my RGB for my my CPU cooler and one of my fans. Completely took out Armory Crate. Done. I don't have to worry about that now. That's less to worry about. Just so much crap going on. It's not being resolved. That's the problem. It's not being resolved. It just gets worse and worse and worse. Everybody says to herself, why are my games getting worse? Well, all the stuff that they used back then to get better performance, they took it away from you, gave you the middle finger, and told you to go yourself. That's basically, you paid for it, and you're not getting it. Get it? Just like the ROPs. Get it? Just like the CUs. Get it? They give you one part on one, they give you something on one, but then they do something different on another. A 9070 being close to fast as a 9070 XT, so $50 difference. You can convert the 9070 to be a 9070 XT blindly, and guess what? For $50 difference? Come on, guys. This has become really asinine with these GPUs. So all this time I've been using my GPU without that performance. That's kind of bad. Seems hard these days to be able to show people stuff, and someone keeps one busy with problems like these. They try to show you performance, but they take away the performance at the same time. They try to convince you this gets all this performance, but give you the middle finger behind your back. Guys, I told you I'm going to keep it real, and I'm going to tell you the truth. And I'm keeping it real, and I'm telling you the truth. They're screwing everybody out of their money. If they want to prove me wrong, then they need to fix this problem with all the games and everything else, and stop this cry towel crap. Fix rebar on all the games immediately. They want to fix something to give us better performance. Stop shuttling it and taking it away from us. And that's exactly what they did. Everybody's crying, oh, well, if you turn on the, what do you call it? God, I even forget the names. It's one of those brain fart kind of things. Frame generation. Who's to say frame generation's not linked to rebar? Who's to say frame generation won't work 100% without the rebar? We don't know. We don't know the specifics. I'm digging in to find out the specifics down to the nitty gritty of rebar and what it actually connects to. It's playing connect the dots, just to say. I have my Reddit open, ready, and will check my values. Okay. That is going to be totally up to you, my friend. But I can tell you how it's going to work is if the game will respond to it. If the game doesn't respond to it, then you're going to have to turn it off. But if it does respond to it, do your benchmark with it off and then do your benchmark with it on and see what performance gain you get. And if you don't get a performance gain, then turn it off. But if you do get a performance gain, then leave it on. There might be some games that don't allow you to play it. Could be that when you did your pre-download before you installed Rebar, could be a hitch on the DLL files. Could be a hitch. So that would mean that you would end up having to re-download the game and put it in there and test it out to see if it actually works. Before it didn't work, and it probably will afterwards, because now you just refreshed all the drivers and everything else for it. So could work that way too. Just to let you know that. So if you're the kind of DIYer that does it yourself, that experiments with your equipment to see where you're going with this, to get the best performance you can get without having the heat and everything else coming behind it, well, it's up to you. I can tell you right now, Rebar is not messing with my stream, because the temperature on my stream for my graphics card and my CPU are exactly the same as last week. So if it did, and it was giving me more performance, the temperature on my CPU would go up. Not down, up. Now, if it gave me more performance on my GPU, it'd be the same song and dance, but it hasn't moved since testing it last week to this week. So as far as streaming, it didn't give me any performance whatsoever, if you're wondering that. So the problem is not solved automatically with a different operating system, but also depends on the game, right? Yeah, it depends on the game. Simple said and put. Not all the games are utilized for Rebar. With it being turned off in your system, guess what happens? You don't get the full 100% of your graphics card. Then you get bottlenecking. Then you get a lot of other things too. Slow speeds. You could even get stuttering that you never thought that you would see. I doubt artifacting, because I haven't heard nothing about artifacting yet. So as far as I see right now as it is, I can tell you Cyberpunk doesn't run with Rebar on. It's not utilized for Rebar. So basically, you get what you get. But the new game that I got that was donated to the channel, Control, works fine. I run it and it utilizes more of the CPU than it does, or utilizes more of the GPU than the CPU. So actually, instead of me running between 30 to 35% on my CPU, I'm actually running between 7 and 15%. That doesn't make sense. Even when I run Heaven Benchmark, I was utilizing more of the CPU than the GPU. Well, actually I was utilizing both, but now that I turned it on, I'm getting between 7 and 12%. I did superposition on 4K on this machine. It can be done. Same performance as you would see 4K on Cyberpunk. So did I do myself justice? Yes. But the problem is not all games support it. That's the problem. Does it blue screen my computer? No. It just won't allow the game to run. If the game runs and it runs fine, you're good. If it doesn't run, then you know it's Rebar, because it's not implemented on all the games. So, this is a big deal to us. Guys, this is a big deal. Especially with all the mishaps with the software that NVIDIA's been having, and us losing performance that I hear on certain systems are losing performance. We don't need this extra performance loss. Especially if you got a 5090 that's running at 75% of its speed. Or a 4090. Or like my 4070. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. How come they didn't put a switch in? Nobody knows. How come they didn't put extra software in to utilize the rebar? How long has it been out? It's been out quite a few years. Ever since they started with UEFI, you had rebar. What's the excuse that Microsoft can't, start fine-tuning what they need to give us what we need for our gaming? Guys, it's a part of your gaming. You're not getting what you think. Not unless a game leverages it, I don't see it happening. It's not even running in the background. It's running on your BIOS, but it's not running in the background. So, hello, Sue Scientist. Good to see you, my man. I'll stop eating those things. Make me choke. So, now you know. That's where we're going with this. That's not the only piece that happened. That's not the only piece. Told you guys I'm messing with Linux. And I'm working on that too. I was working on it yesterday. I got it sitting over there nice and pretty. I went through so much trial and error with that. It's unbelievable. Trying to get it to work on that one computer, the good one, it wouldn't want to work. Wasn't recognizing the M.2 SSD. Damn. Wasn't recognizing the SSD. So, I'm going, what the hell? And then, major tragedy happened. The standoff breaks off. And I'm looking in the motherboard and I'm going, oh no. Shitty solder job. Crappy solder job. I'm like, oh my God. Sorry, I got allergies really bad right now. So they had a really crappy solder job. So I got to get a 150 watt soldering iron and go in there and just do a deep dive and kind of fix the solder. So, but for now, that's okay. I can get by with it. And then I forget one crucial part. I forgot one crucial part. What was it? A CMS or something like that? I can't remember. What I did was, it was set for legacy on the motherboard. it was not set for UEFI. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, you know what? I thought it was set for both, but obviously not. So, after I get done repairing the motherboard, I put the M.2 SSD on there, NVMe SSD. Run. Now I got it to run, and as soon as I tried to boot into Windows, here we go again. It wouldn't boot into Windows because the operating system was corrupted. I'm thinking about, well, I pulled it out of one motherboard. It was fresh, brand new in that computer. But then it dawned on me again. That was AMD, and I'm putting it on to Intel. I'm going, oh my God, I forgot about this. So after going through 3 restarts, I'm just telling you how my day went for the last couple days. Going through 3 restarts, I get to the troubleshooting panel. Guess what? Didn't even have safe mode on there. There was no safe mode on the troubleshooting panel. I was like, this isn't happening. But they did have one thing to restore your whole PC back to the original operating system, which I did. Mind you, that right there is a Xeon processor, the E5 2650 V2. It's on an LGA 2011 socket. It's an X79 motherboard. And believe it or not, I got TPM's not on. Secure boot's not on. Here's the kicker. Windows 11 installed. And is running on that motherboard right now. And I did not do any tricking to the operating system. So me taking it from an AMD motherboard, transferring it over to an Intel motherboard, and redoing the software, are you telling me that I didn't have to go through tricking the software just to get it run on older hardware? Come on, guys. That's amazing. Yes, I had to go through the OOBE, stuff to get into bypassing the internet login to go to build a local account. Yeah, I had to do the local account thing. But I still got into Windows. Microsoft Windows, and it runs fine on 32 gigabyte of ECC RAM. Error correction control RAM. I'm not complaining about it. It runs good. That's until, and here's another thing. You're going to love this. We always talked about the GTX 16 series. And I know I've mentioned that the 16 series was supposed to be discontinued on the software, supposedly. But when I was installing the NVIDIA drivers, guess what happened? It installed 576.80. That's June's drivers for NVIDIA. So it has the most recent driver from NVIDIA on a 4 gigabyte GTX 1650. blew my mind. Blew my mind. And you say, yeah, this is Microsoft account thing. So it is so annoying when installing Windows systems. Yeah, but I know, a little bit of a bypass, said and done. It's good. I did this for testing purposes to see how far I can push this motherboard and all its fixings. So far, I was shocked to find out, without putting any updates in that PC, how far I got so far. But a GTX 1650 with the latest drivers on a Chinese motherboard, it's machinist Chinese motherboard, and I got this far. Everything works. That's the thing. Everything works. Every socket on that motherboard works. I don't know. Maybe I lucked out and got a luck of the draw. Or maybe that's one reason why Microsoft wanted you connected to the internet in the first place, was to give you the illusion. To give you the illusion that you don't set everything up before you install the updates. This, my friends, is untrue. And I'm going to bring this to you. And I've always done this for years. Before the updates, and this was back in Windows 95 days, before the updates, always update every driver that you have in your PC before the updates. This way, Microsoft can install their own version and hinder your performance. So, I'm going through and putting in all the updates for all the drivers, for all the hardware first. Then after that, once I got everything locked down, then I'll go and install the Windows updates. But before I install the Windows updates, I'm going to do the first thing, is I'm going to update Windows Defender, their antivirus program, before I update any of the software. Do that separately. There's a reason why Microsoft put in check on updates for your Windows Defender. That's why they have it there. Is because you can always pause the updates in Windows updates and go over to the other side and just push in all the updates for your antivirus, which is recommended. Yes, I do things a little bit differently than everybody else. Now, if you guys don't want to stick around, you guys just want to click on and click off, you're just clicking to no man's land. I'll explain why. Guys, the reason why I talk about these things is because these are things that you can fix on your own. These are things that you don't need a visualization. You don't need a B-roll to show you how to do something. Everybody depends on when they go to everybody's channel. If they don't see one B-roll, they click off. So be it. One day I'll get crafty and figure out how the B-roll works, which I've been trying. And yeah, I know I said I was going to stop eating these, and I'm right back at it again. Yep, I know. So, what have we learned yet? Trust me, this live stream is not over with. One, we learned about rebar. 2, we learned about how balancing our system. And also, 2, Friday's graphics card nightmares. The price of the 5090 on some from some of the vendors. The price got cut down over $700. And don't forget about some kind of things that are going on with Amazon and Newegg, but we'll go over there and figure that out soon enough. That brings us to the next part of the live stream. What are we going to do? Look, I tell you guys, when I find something, I'm going to tell you. I search day in and day out for anything to help the gaming community get stronger. And we're just, you know, if you don't have that fuel on the channel, my channel won't keep growing. You'll burn out. I'm keep adding the fuel to the channel, keeps building it, making it strong. So whatever they're hiding in the background when it comes to you having a proper game flow, I'm going to find out sooner or later, and I'm going to tell you all. And I felt that these items right here were very important to you to be asking the question of what the hell Microsoft, what the hell Nvidia, AMD, and so on. Why the hell are you guys clipping our performance and we're paying for more for less? We're paying more for less. Makes no sense. So now, let's get a little bit more coordinated. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to go to the action screen like we always do, and we're going to check out Amazon. Looking for all the BS, sketchy, refurbished claims and what buyers always buy and have to return to really somebody else to buy it and them having to return it. And then by the time you get done, that product done changed about, let's say, one, just as an example, one graphics card. Let's say a 4090, or no, bad idea. Let's say a 4070 Ti. Consumer used it, didn't like it, sent it back. Repackaged, sent it back out again. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That could have changed 20 times through 20 different people's hands before it found a home. And by the time it found the home, guess what happened? Graphic card didn't work. Why? Got overloaded. After all the benchmarking testing going through 20 people's hands, now you got a broke chuck. So, let's see what we can find out, guys. I'm really curious. All right. Now we're getting past broke chuck. So, there, better. Let's start off with the Amazon and see what deals they got. Yeah, I ain't signing in. No, I ain't signing in. Simple as that. Prime Day, guys. Prime Day. Let's see if they got any pre-Prime Day deals. Oh yeah, I always wanted one of those. Let's see, pre-Prime Day deals. Oh, look. Here we go. Samsung 990 Pro NVMe M.2. 150 bucks. 150 bucks. 2 terabytes. Nice. So, for 150 bucks, let's do this. Let's go to Newegg. Let's look for a Samsung 990 Pro. $990 Pro, 2 terabytes. Oh wow, look. 150 bucks. Oh, look at here. 300 bucks. That's 1 terabyte. That's 2 terabytes. Something ain't right here. That's a 5x2. That's a Gen 5x2. So be careful when you're buying. 1 terabyte for 100 bucks. That's like $1 a terabyte, guys. That's just ridiculous. What's that? 2 terabyte. This is 4 terabyte for $319. Look at this, 4 terabyte, 4.0 X4, 7,200 megabyte speed, $195. 4 terabytes. Maybe Samsung needs to take something out of this guy's page book. Even though that's direct from there, I don't think so. But anyway, let's move on. VNAND, nope. Nope. Let's see. What else? Nope. Nothing here. So, this right here, it bundles with the drive. So it bundles with an extra drive, I guess. Huh. This is our cheat code. Let's see. Huh. Interesting. Let's just move on. So, 150 bucks, 150 bucks. Look at this. What kind of power supply we got here? 850 watt for 124 bucks. Oh my God. Give me a break. Nope. Do I see a deal? Nope. 129 bucks? Nope. 169 for X? Nope. $94? Still no. PNY. That'd be nice if they did a PNY for 50 bucks and it was 2 terabyte. But they're too cheap. So nice action camera. That's a GoPro for $329. One day I'm gonna get lucky and I'm gonna get a GoPro, guys. I will get me a GoPro. The reason why I say it, because it's gonna beat this camera that I got here. At least I can get driver software with the GoPro. So let's see, 40-inch TV. Let's set a little fuel to the fire here. Oh, we're on Amazon. Fire TV. Let's see, what are we getting right here? 40-inch. So what has it got? 1080p resolution, gets HDR10, Fire TV, and any specifications anytime soon. Any specifications anytime soon. Absolutely not a goddamn thing. Nope. Definitely not interested. Sun chips, guys. We can get sun chips. That'll do us good. I need one of these. Oh, okay. Look at this. Mustex case. 360 millimeter on top, 240 on the side. I showed you guys this case before, and it comes with 3 fans, which is perfect. You can always add a couple extra fans down at the bottom. You can put a 360 millimeter rad at top. Bad to the bone deal. So it's got an A and a B. Oh yeah, that'd be a nice gaming PC. What do you guys think? Tell me what you think. Okay. Let's see. I checked out some tech power-up stuff. Novaleg LGA 954 new socket for Ryzen 5 and Ryzen 5 9600 X3D, which had a good price on it. Pulse RX 9060 XT review from yesterday. Awesome. But yeah, they're gonna be having Prime Day coming up soon, guys. So you might want to, we might do something for Prime Day. How about that? We might do a video on Prime Day. SN is the model. WD Black are on world promotion. I got the 2 terabyte for 109 euros. Not bad, not bad, not bad at all. If you got a great deal, then you get a great deal. Also, too, guys, I'm going to give you a helpful hint. When buying a case, you can go to Amazon, and in their pictures, they will show you cooling sizes. If you're looking for that. Okay? So, if you're looking for the cooling size, this says going from back to front is 400 millimeters. This will support a full ATX. This will support a rad from 360 millimeters on top, 280, 240, 120, 3 120 millimeter fans, 2 140 millimeter fans right here. That you can go 140 or you can stay 120. Up top, you put a full 360 millimeter radiator. Nice. And, I mean, and plus you got options down at the bottom too to put extra fans to siphon into the case. Power supply, the power supply itself is in the back, and it's got an you got airflow for that. Nice. This case has a great amount of potential. Now for the price of $69 or $68, I think is awesome. Awesome deal. So they even got this one here, but I have to remember it. But I like this one better. So, fun fact, the maximum CPU cooler height is also the maximum supported graphics card width. You are correct, MTBK. That's the reason why I mentioned 400 millimeters, because that's how much you got room to work with from back to front. So if your graphics card is over 400 millimeters, then you might have a problem. You got to go by the length, the height. Let's do this as an example. Okay, we'll go in here. You got to go by the front to back, back to front, the length, the height, and you got to go the width. So this is probably an overextended width, so you'll be able to get a 5090 in here no problem. This should well support a 5090. Supports all the way up to an ITX to ATX. Supports probably a full you put a 1,000-watt power supply in the back. Cable management looks good. Airflow looks good. Yeah, boy, I would even get this case. Definitely a Y6. Wait a minute. No, yeah, I got, oh, is that a Y6? Or a Y8? Probably a Y8. But it's a good case. It's a good case. Yeah, I know. I always, but when you're at the bottom, got to subtract 35 millimeters or 1.4 inches if the one needs to fit 12-volt high power connector. Yeah, that is true. That is true, man. You always got to remember that high power connector. Screwiest thing that NVIDIA ever made. They should have kept on with the 8-pin connectors. It'd have been nice to put 4 8-pin connectors on there. Would have been nice. Well, I'm not signing in, so. Let's go to Newegg, see what they got cooking. Summer Bonanza. Huh. 285K. Look at this. You get the CPU, the motherboard, and the RAM for $928. Or an iBuyPower. Let's see what they got in here. Oh, look. 180 bucks for the 9600X. Still not impressed. See all deals. Summer Bonanza. Free SSD with purchase. Let's see. We'll just get a whiff of all the ideas. 12400F in what? For 800 bucks. That seems a little light. Look, this is what I seen the other day. 24 terabytes. 24 terabytes. That is a beast. I was thinking about getting it, but I'm not going to be able to get it in time, though. $250. That's like what, $1.01 per gigabyte, somewhere in there. Free blue light glasses to match your non-changeable RGB blue lights for $1,450. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That would be nice. A penny per gigabyte, my friend. That would be nice. So, AM5, B850, Eagle. Not really a fan. Not really a fan, but for $180 with the $40 off with promo code for a B850. Damn, that's a good deal. $140 for an 800 series motherboard. $140. Unbelievable. We'll just keep rolling on and see if we find anything. 1 terabyte. Jeez. 1,500 watt power supply. $265. Fantex XT Pro Ultra mid-tower gaming chassis. $79.99 after the $10 rebate. Should have been $20. They should have knocked off $20 because this case is nothing but a knockoff. That's all it is, a knockoff. Look at this. Nothing new. Nothing new. I like how that is. I like how that is right there. That widescreen. That would be nice to put it right here, but I don't have enough room. I would need a wider desk. I really would. I got that RAM and shit. So. A 4050. Look at that. $850 for a 4050 there, MTBK. $850. Yeah, I know, right? I agree with you. Not a bad case. But too pricey in my book. This one is too restrictive on the airflow in front for that price. That fish tank one we looked at earlier with the Mustex case for the same price looks a hell of a lot better than this one. That's too pricey. There you go. A G6 for $195. I always wanted a mouse. $10 for a mouse, guys. It's AK wired. $10. $10. Oh, maybe I need to stop doing that. So, 10 terabyte NAS hard disk drive, 7,200 RPM, $200. I would have went the other one and got 24 terabytes. 24 terabytes for what, less than 300? So yeah. We're going through the deals to see if there's any disbeliefs, guys. To see if there's any misleading promos. You know, see if they got anything. I never knew Corsair made thermal paste. It must be something new. Or I just don't pay attention. One or the other. $89. $89. For light up logos and 2-click position. Let's see. Server motherboard. $729. Hey, they got MetaQuest here. MetaQuest. MetaQuest 3. 512 gigabyte. For $500. I don't like that, how that looks. $179. Ridiculous. So you got a 6-core over here. For a little bit more, you get a 20-core over here. Oh, wow. I don't think so. Oh. Not bad. $259. Not bad. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, widescreen and curved are like 16.9, not curved. Yeah. I mainly check prices in the European continent. Yeah, I know, bro. This is just going through, see if there's any crap that's in the market here in the United States. Because, you know, if we get crap over here, you guys are going to get the crap over there. So either way you look at it, it's going to come your way sooner or later. So. Not bad. $120 for 2 terabyte. So $240, and with taxes, still going to bring it up to $250, $255. You might as well just get a 4 terabyte and be happy. Let's see. That's not too bad. Intel 13400F, 4060. They threw everything in here that ain't worth shit. They threw everything in there that's not worth crap. Okay, enough looking at it. 8700F. Oh my God, really? Hey, now it looks like they got something that looks like a stop sign. $1,500. It ain't worth. I mean, yeah, maybe. Let's take a look. Maybe it's worth looking into. Ryzen 7 7700X, 5.3 on a turbo, 5060 Ti, 16 gigabytes, 2 terabyte SSD, 32 gigabytes of DDR5, 650 watt gold. This says 32 gigabyte DDR5 RAM RGB. Wow. $1,500. And a free 27-inch monitor with the purchase. Limited offer. So yeah. Let's see. Well, that worked out very well. Let's see. Cheap case. One terabyte SSD, 2 RAM sticks with fake RGB on it, and a cheap cooler. All for the low price of $1,500. Fuck that. I wouldn't touch that even if they gave it to me. I don't know. That's a little too expensive. I'm not going to look at it because it is too expensive. They dropped that to $1,500. Yeah, then it's worth looking at. Till then, it's not worth looking at. They always put save $900. So you trying to tell me I'm saving $900 by you giving me a broken CPU? I'm saving $900 by you giving me a broken CPU. That's going to have to be replaced within the matter of a year, year and a half. So what are you giving me? You're not giving me $900. You're giving me a $900 headache. That's what you're giving me. So that's what you're going to get, a $900 headache. So you guys are wondering, and I'm telling you, I'm being honest with you on this. I mean, I really can't see it. Oh my God. Another knockoff case. $32 gigabytes of slow RAM. They never put the good stuff out there. I'm always looking for the good stuff, guys. But I never see them with the RAM and stuff. They're never putting the good stuff out. Now that's interesting right here. That is interesting. We got a Thermaltake Tough Power GF3 1200 watt ATX 3.0 standard PCIe Gen 5 600 watt 12 volt high power connector, including 80 plus gold full modular. SLI Crossfire ready. That's been discontinued. power supply, 10-year warranty. That's nice. So, let's see what they got cooking. Wait a minute. Did I see just right? Ultra quiet smart fan. They put a separate switch on it. They finally put a separate switch on the zero fan. Finally. Damn. Yeah, boy. 1,200 watts. That looks good. That looks good. That looks like a good deal. For 160 bucks, 1,200 watts. If you were to take two 600 watts and put them together, how much you got? 129 bucks. So yeah, it's a really good steal at 160. Makes them 40 bucks. Raptor Lake CPUs have 5-year warranty. Of course, it's better to keep working for that long. Yeah, if they make it past 2 years, they'll be doing themselves a favor. But I doubt it. Because remember, another reviewer, I think there was like 2 or 3 reviewers already blew up their 14900Ks. The 14900Ks dumb blew up on them. So they put it into the boneyard of PC parts. So, I don't know. Is it worth the hype? I don't think so. Just to beat a score on, what do you call it? That one game. I forgot the name of it. Tells you how long I've been playing it, because I don't. If I can't remember the name of it, then I don't play it. So, some don't look right with that. Am I counting right? Got 120, 240, 360, 480 millimeter radiator that's close to that case with like 1.5 inches off of the top for being full 4 radiators. Maybe they didn't count the feet at the bottom. Maybe they did. Yeah. That other one I seen with 24 gigabytes, way better. Refurbish. Here goes with the refurbish for $290. You get a i7 10th gen. That should explain it right there. 200 bucks more. You get a 12900 F. Not bad for that. This one right here. 16 gigs of system RAM. $512 gigs of PCIe NVMe M.2 SSD. 15.6 Windows Home 11. Wi-Fi. Silvery metal. But this is the deal breaker. Intel UHD graphics. 500 bucks, but I don't that's a deal breaker. Yeah, but still. I call it the 12900F series. For $500, you can't fail with it. Well, at least I gave it the benefit of the doubt. At least I was nice. There you guys go. Just end your misery and just get a PS5. Just end your misery and get a slim digital console for $450 and just put yourself out of your misery and be done with it. Best way to get away with it. I like that. That's nice. All right. $60 for 2 terabytes. Right? So, two terabytes. 24 terabytes divided by 2 is 12. Times that by $60. If you were to look at it like I do, that $260 24 terabyte drive is better than $720 worth of these. Wait a minute, that was $250, so $250. Save yourself $470, which will give you enough room to go get 75 or close to 75 terabytes of hard drive space for the price of $720. So, if you're going to use up 750 terabytes of hard drive space, maybe you'll use it up within, if they change things within 2 years, maybe 7 years, maybe 7 years, if they don't change anything. You know how many games you can get on that? But here's the kicker. Steam requires you to have a solid state drive. These are not solid state drives. So, yeah. Is what it is, man. With that 12900H. I look forward to you doing some videos like installing Linux Mint step by step until a game runs. It's going to take, to get the one video started, it's going to take a lot of preparation. That's what I'm doing now, a lot of preparation to start off the first video for the fourth time. I'll get it right, but I'm taking my time. So, and I'll have a video with all my mistakes and all my fuck ups, okay? Simple. I'll save that for you guys. for later. So, moving on. Moving on. There you go. Whole gaming set, $30. I can already tell you how this is going to run. You're definitely going to be running for a brand new one. Hey, that's what I need is a handbrake right here. I need a handbrake. That'll work. Don't ask me for what. I have no idea. Doorbell. Rip off. Microserver. You know, that would actually make a cool case. The HPE ProLiant microserver Gen 10. That would make a cool PC case. What do you guys think? Leave your comments, let me know. You know what a friend of mine told me? He said this. Okay, we're going to stop for a moment and take a breather so you guys can go pee or whatever else. And I'll be doing the intermission pee break. So, intermission pee break starts now. You got 5 minutes to go to the bathroom, clean yourself up, make sure you wipe and wash your hands. Wash your hands. Thank you. Wash your hands. Okay, here's the 5-minute thing. Friend of mine decided, he said, hey, Jay. I said, what? He said, I did the coolest thing. I said, what'd you do? He said to me, he took a small ITX motherboard, built a special case around his coffee machine. And I'm trying to figure out what the hell he did. So he built a PC inside of a coffee maker that was wide enough, and it looked really cool. I really wish he would have sent me the pic for that though. But anyway, we'll try to get it and show you guys. It's a wide coffee maker. It was wide enough for an ITX motherboard. So he took out all the coffee components to brew a coffee, but he took the glass pot, encased it into plastic, put a plastic front around it, and then behind of it, he put all his components. And then he did something with the coffee pot, and it made it look like it was a RGB percolating. It's the coolest thing I've seen. That is the coolest thing I've seen. And he took one of those portable flip monitors, and it flipped, is mounted to the back of it and flipped to the back. So it had a wireless keyboard and mouse. What he did was he made it to where you flip it up on top of the coffee maker, push a button, use your wireless keyboard and mouse, and sit back and just watch movies or do whatever you want. Coolest thing I've seen yet. Hey Dakota, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Welcome back to the channel and this week's live stream, of course. I thought it was the coolest thing there, guys. Really, I did. Let me know what you think in the comments here. You know, the live chat comments. Let me know what you think. So, moving on. Hopefully you guys got your pee break out. We're moving on. All right. Looking on Newegg. See what deals they got. I don't think I'm going to pay $736 for that. Wow. This is interesting. 5800 XT. 12 cores, 24 threads. If you got AM4, $150. That is a deal for 12 core. You're more water to kettle kind of guy. Yeah, I mean that's real, man. Wow. Imagine getting a $100 to $125 B550 motherboard, $150 12 core processor, $50 to $80 on the RAM, $50 on the hard drive space, $50 on a CPU, I mean a PSU, $50 on a case. So if you wrap it all up, you can do it for what, $400? And build a whole new gaming tower for around $400 maybe. And if you want it really nice, you can push it to $500, depending on how much RAM you want with your PC. $500 PC to go with your graphics card that you already got. No. Let me remember. I thought it was 12 core. Unless you probably know the 5900 XT is 16 core. Supposedly. Oh, wow. My bad. You're right. My bad. But I was right. The 5900 XT is 16 core 32 thread. That means there's two types of 5800. Wow. I could have swore to God there was a 12 core processor in this. Oh, the 59. 5900X, you're right. But I could have swore they said the 5800 XT was a 12 core processor. I could have swore they said this. Why would you make a 5800 XT the same as the 5800X? I mean, why would you? Exactly the same. Why would you make two processors exactly the same? And there's nothing special in between the two. Bro, I remember when they first launched the 5800 XT and the 5900 XT. The 5800 XT was supposed to be 12 core 24 threads. The 5900 XT was supposed to be 16 core 32 threads. I remember this, and I'm not losing my mind. Trust me, I am not losing my mind. They did announce that. So, whatever. So, move on. Last year, 7800 X3D got down to 309. So there's only $50 difference. It's still a beast of a chip. It's still a beast of a chip for 360. So, hey, if I'm wrong about it, all right? But I know, I swear to God, I thought they said that. It doesn't make sense to have a 5800X and a 5800 XT with the same amount of cores. There's something wrong with this. There's something seriously wrong with this. They're supposed to have the 8-core version and they're supposed to have a 12-core version. You all can call AMD out on that, because simple fact is they're supposed to be like that, and I know I'm not losing my mind. I know I'm not losing my mind. No. It was done on the launch. I've seen it when it launched on the beginning. It said 12 cores, 24 threads. I don't know. They could have tried it and it didn't work out, and they rebinned it for 8 core, 16 thread. They could have done that. And kept it under the wraps. That's all I can think they did. They switched it underneath the wraps, and they didn't tell anybody, and just made it 8 core, 16 thread, and everybody said, "Oh yeah, well the XT version of AM4, the XT version, the 5800 XT and the 5900 XT was supposed to move up. They were supposed to move up in the core count. They were supposed to move up 4 cores each way. That was the purpose in the beginning of that. Now it doesn't look like that. They might have just backed it down to 8 cores. Who knows? Hello, Demon. Good to see you, man. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully your day is going good for you. Hopefully you're having a great day. Most folks agree that it doesn't make sense. Maybe the 5800 X3D was not clocking high enough for some reason on the workloads. 5800 X3D has nothing to do with the 5800 XT. XT. Not X3D, XT. Has nothing to do with, because you got 5800X, 5800 X3D, 5800 XT. My 5700X clocks just as much as the 5800X. They're within 5% of each other. 5%. So the 5700X, the 5700X3D clock out about almost the same. So the way I got mine clocked out, it clocks out like a 5700X3D, close to a 5800X. So see, this is what I'm talking about, guys. 1440p monitor for $200. I'm sure you can find monitors cheaper out there, but you're not going to find a top name brand for this price anywhere. But that's an HDR monitor. I wouldn't touch it. Oh, there you go. 500 watts for $42. $30 more, you can get 850 watts. Watch how you buy, guys. Look, 850 watts. Look at it. Look at that. Watch how you buy. Another knockoff case. Too expensive. Stuff I don't need. Look at that. 8 terabytes for another $100. You can get 25. See, now you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. This is what I do day in and day out. I go look at all the pricing and I think to myself, okay, I've seen it here, seen it here, seen it here, seen it here. Where's the better deal? There is none. This is nothing but scalping you for your money. This is what they're doing day in and day out, scalping you for your dollars instead of giving you real world performance. Real world performance. You're getting nothing but the crap. See, they put the top end to the 1%ers, but everything else when you go to buy it is nothing but crap. I don't buy it. I don't get it. See, I don't get why they do this. Is it really worth ripping your customers off? Okay, I've seen enough here, guys. We looked at all their special kind of fucking deals, and there ain't no special deals. Okay, now my attitude flared up about 500 degrees. This is what gives me bad anxiety attacks, is going through, watching what these vendors are putting out to the public, knowing I know they're screwing somebody sooner or later. So, pretty good, just kicking it up. Kind of ate too much sugar today. Yeah, I got you there. Anyways, almost ready to buy my PC. I'm going for the 5090 Astro ROG. Everybody is it because it doesn't seem to be burning down, but I do agree with that. And a 9950X3D, good combination. I'm having problems finding the case for thermals. Okay, well, just got it for you. See, I'm going to give you an idea. My case runs great on thermals. So, I always go with the Mustex case. Is because they're great on thermals. So, what we'll do, my friend, is we'll go back and we'll go back to Amazon and I'll see if I can find that case. I'll see if I can find that case. Wow. No shit. You guys are going to love this. You guys are going to love this. You guys are going to really love this. $1,000-watt power supply. $90. Full modular. 1,000-watt power supply. Nice. $85. Nice. Thermal wise, this will do really good thermal wise, I think. You're welcome, Demon. No problem at all, man. Thermal wise, this will do really good. It's a wide case. And it'll pull air from the bottom, the sides, and all the heat will go upwards. Good case. Another good case if you like a white build, 85 bucks. This is the one we just seen, the $67 case. Right here at the bottom is nothing but holes. So you can put fans along the bottom, you can put your card along here, or you can flip it and make it horizontal. You can make it horizontal or vertical. You can put a full ATX in here. You got 2 incoming fans, air intakes, 1 exhaust, 360 for an AIO, and like I said, you can put 3 extra fans down at the bottom. That is an airflow beast. 3 fans bringing in air, 2 fans bringing in air. That's 5 fans bringing in air. Now you got 3 fans at top, you got 1 in the back taken out. You got 5 bringing in, you got 4 bringing out. Good combination. It creates a wind tunnel inside that case like this. Whoosh. I can't show you guys. You guys can't see me. Oh my God, I'm too small. It's an airflow like this. Comes in from the back, covers half, and up top of the motherboard. From the bottom, gets the GPU and covers it with a little bit more airflow. Goes right up through the motherboard, through the back side of it as well. That case is a beast. And all the cables are hidden behind the motherboard. Not bad. Comes with 3 fans. That's all you really need anyway. You know. Comes with 3 fans and squeeze the Sherman. Or you can get something like this. This one right here is the one I got. This comes with 6 PWM ARGB fans. This has got a tempered glass in front, tempered on the side. I'm not sure if this one is full. I'll have to look. Yeah, 320 millimeter. No, this is not the one I got. The one I got was a 360 millimeter. It's not this one here. Kind of looks like it though. Look at that beast. Nice. This one here, look at that. Fucking nice, man. Look at that. 70 bucks, bro. 70 bucks. White or black. Nice. Nice. I really like their cases. I really do. I mean, can't beat that for a white build. Especially a 1,000-watt power supply you can put on that too for 80, 90 bucks. Mine looks similar to this right here. Mine looks similar. Let's see. My PC. Not the best picture in the world, but that's what mine looks like. It's a Must-X case. Not bad. It looks good for Christmas, though. That's for sure. This is plated glass in the front, but it's got nice airflow along the sides. I haven't had no problem with the airflow on this. Airflow is really good. So in my case, it's, look, if I could take my fingers right here and I can shove it deep where the fans are, my fingers, and I can shove them all, you got that whole big slot on both sides. And it's got a nice glass front to it and a glass side. I love my case. That's for hell sure. So, they got some nice cases, man. There it is. They went up in price on this one. This is my case. Oh, I got to remember I got it too big now. Okay. That's what mine look like. But mine inside, it's got the RGB, but all blacked out. Except for the motherboard, it's got a little bit of white. It's got white and black mix. The whole case is blacked. The RGB lights just hit it just right. I don't mind it. I love it. This can hold 360 by 360. So, depends on what you want to buy, guys. Look at this one. This is a beast. We got to see this one. I didn't see this one yet. Wow. Wow, it's got two fans in the back. Look at that. It looks like it's got more fans across this. Wow. Oh, man. Nice. $350. Nice. Oh, you're welcome, man. MTBK, no problem, man. The reason why I don't go for those other cases is because I know the airflow on this. I've been using the case for a long time. So I know the airflow. And it's like unbelievable. I don't have the equipment to test the air, but I can tell you that this case right here, I can feel a lot of airflow that comes out of the top and out the back. So I can tell you how much air is coming in, and now I'll show you guys really quick. That's in Fahrenheit, guys. That's in Fahrenheit. Oh. That's in Celsius. That's inside my case. I mean, having that continuously at 30C, my components do not get hot. So I'm happy with it. I don't know if you guys are happy with it, but I'm happy with it. Are you going by deep cool? Yeah. I got deep cool. 240 millimeter AIO. It struggled on my 5700X. Nah. I gotta stop eating these goddamn things. I almost ate the whole damn bag. Y'all's fault. I almost ate the whole bag. No, I took it 2 different tests, bro. They're not the same test. Yeah. Still. It's not bad. I love the airflow of my case. So, moving on a little bit more. We'll have a little bit more look, and we're at the bottom. No massages for me. There you go right there. Nice. Look at that. Bundled. 145 bucks. Nice. That's nice looking. There you go. You got a pink case by Vetrue. K11. Mesh front. Not bad. Now it looks like we're getting into the expensive stuff. That's a dark flash. This is not bad. $150. Think about it. Think about it. A power supply, let me get the calculator out. Let me tell you why. It's not a bad deal. Power supply at 1,000 watts, if you were to buy a Corsair, would be $169, say 170 bucks. That's the power supply alone. And then if you were to go buy the case, something like this, it would have been at about $120. $170 plus 120. So you minus that from the 150. You save yourself 140 bucks going this route. This will hold 360. This will hold a big card. Extra 360. You get 6 fans bundled with it. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You don't need the fans for the top because all you need is your radiator and 3 of those fans. And there's the whole bundle. The case costs, if you say the power supply cost, let's say 150 bucks, That means each piece costs you $75 a piece. On average. $75 a piece for both of those. For 150 bucks. Slamming deal. Slamming deal. Awesome. So, there you go. Oh, wait a minute. You guys didn't see that, did you? Yes. You didn't see that. Damn. Okay. Okay. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna fix the Okay, I'm gonna fix it. You're right, I forgot. Okay, let's... I'll get us back to where I was before. Okay. Good news. Okay. Okay. Right here. $150. You get a 1,000-watt power supply. You get that case right there. 75 bucks a piece. And you get 6 fans, 6 RGB fans, which if you don't know what they don't look like, or they do, or whatever, I'll show you what they look like. Here. I'll let you guys get a gander of that. While I pull myself together. Okay. So, that's what they look like. Not too bad of fans. They are enjoyable. But for $150, you get 1, you get 4, you get 6. That's a sick case. And it comes with that. So, there you go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Comes with the fan blades. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think 10. Got 10 of them. So, it's not bad. I mean, they got some sick airflow to them. I don't think it's a bad case. You guys were wondering, and you pulled me to the dark side, so I'm bringing you guys to the dark side with me. Efficiency on the power supply, that's not bad efficiency. That's not a bad efficiency, so I don't see any problem. Lots of airflow, heat dissipation, full mod. Oh, I see what happened. That's why the 1,000 watt power supply is so cheap. It doesn't have the 12-volt high power on it. But guys, listen. If it doesn't have it on there, right? It doesn't matter. They send you the adapter anyway. So what would you rather do? Buy a 1,000-watt power supply that's a lot cheaper if you're so worried about one little connector? You know, use the adapter that come with the graphics card. I mean, I'm not going to shoot it like that. I'm going to tell you guys. I mean, this is a nice case. They got the airflow coming in this way. No, they got the airflow going out this way and that way. So yeah, the airflow is going out that way. Airflow coming in this way, coming in this way. Definitely covering your graphics card, your motherboard, everything. Whoosh. Looks nice. So now we done got past this point. It's a nice case for 150 bucks with the power supply, and is what it is. So, is what it is, guys. Is what it is. And yes, it makes a good mosquito killer. If you're thinking about it, you will kill the mosquitoes. But anyway, guys, we've been partying on for a couple hours now. Just want to say thank you all for being here and partying on with me. I got to jump out of here like normal, because you know my normal Saturdays, they just never stop until I go to bed. But anyway, if you did enjoy the video, guys, please give a thumbs up. Tell everybody you liked it. Especially being a live stream. Tell everybody you like it, and you can still give it a thumbs up. And if you want to become part of the faction, the family faction, you can always hit the join button. People ask me, how much, Jay? Well, gold member gets $3 per month. Diamond member goes $7 a month. And platinum, I think, is $25 a month. That's it. To become a member of the channel. Simple. If you want to help support the channel, we do appreciate everybody. It's the reason why we're keeping the prices low. It's the reason why I haven't put any ads on any of my videos. Just to let you guys know that. I'm trying to do my best in diligence to keep everything, you know, balanced. So that way we can start bringing and getting the channel to that next level. That's why I want to take this channel to the next level. And I'm working for it. Hopefully you guys can see that. And, you know, we're trying to get there. Simple as that. So certain parts seem to be worth buying, but others are not for years. Yeah, I understand that, man. I do. But anyway, guys, I'm going to jump out of here. Y'all have a great day and do enjoy yourself. And we'll see you back again real soon on the next one. Oh, P.S. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get the video completed tomorrow for Linux. I'm pressing for it, and I'm hoping I get the first video day done. I am praying to God I can get it done. But I've had so many hurdles and everything else, so many jump factors of, you know, trying to get the PC that I want together. It's just been a nonstop nightmare. So, hope you guys understand. I'm doing my best to get the videos out to you. But that comes with the hardware I have to work with, and You know, it's not much I can do about it. So, but anyway, until the next time, in the next video, we'll see you on the next one.